We're going to take a moment and look at making a budget. So we're going to fill this out for pack 2020 because the year is 2020. Let's say this pack has 20 cubs in it, and let's say 8 adult leaders. And we know we're going to get ready to do our recruitment, and so one of the first things we see as we go down here is prorated membership fees, and we want to just pay for those right out the gate for a person. And so maybe given last year, we know we recruited one den of 6 of lions. And so we're hoping to do that again. And the recruitment takes place and we get those kids in September. So we play for September, October, November, and December. That's 4 months times $5 a month. That's $20 per kid. So we do that, that comes out to 120. So that gives us just the basic if we were just to pay for registration, and then it lists a whole bunch of things for activities that we could pay for. And we're going to figure that out, but it knows right now that we're going to need $2,000 to do all of that. And we do have the opportunity to do fundraising and dues and all those sort of things. But let's say right off the bat, we know that the bank account has $350 in it. Okay, and so we want to make sure we're being wise. There's 2 ways then we can enter in our expenses. The first is we can just kind of go through each one with pencil and paper or whatever, and maybe we say, hey, we have 5 regular pack meetings, and we're going to spend $50 on each of them for various things. And our blue and gold banquet, we buy food for everybody, and so we're going to budget $300 for food. And we can go through all of those items and just write those down if we like. We can also, though, however, go to a different tab along the bottom, this one called the Detailed Budgeted Expenses. And as we go to this one, this is all those areas that we saw earlier, only maybe they've got prices in there if we know the prices, some of these things, or you can do things. So if we know we're going to have 6 new lions, we know that they don't have bobcat, but maybe we expect maybe 2 kids earning their bobcat. Hopefully all 6 will earn their lion rank. And then we had 5 tigers, let's say 5 wolves, 5 bears, and 5 weeblos. And so maybe we didn't have any Arrow of Lights this year. We know that there's 6 required adventures for each of these boat loops. And so we've got 6 times 26 kids. That's 156 of those loops. And so we put those in, and this all then auto calculates it, and it even brings it over and puts it in this column. So we have advancement recorded right here for you. And you can do these along this for a lot of different things. There's trainings. One of the things that I would say as you go through here is you have resident camp, and maybe you know that you want everybody to go to resident camp, so you just budget all of the kids for resident camp. Okay, and so you put those in there. Then you can think of, here's just some examples of scout nights, other events that maybe you want to include in the program. You can have those all in there and put them all in there. And then they'll even, if you haven't already typed in, like Resident Camp did, it's going to put it in there. And as we scroll down, it's going to put in here other, it's going to total these things all up. So now we've got this surplus or deficit. Okay, but we haven't talked about fundraising yet. And so, of course, there's fundraisers. Maybe we asked everybody to put a little skin in the game when they first registered, and we're going to pay $6 we're going to pay 15 of the $20. So we're going to ask each of those new members to pay $5, just so they have something in there. Or maybe we're not going to do this at all, and that's fine. So we can enter in just how much we plan on making from a fundraiser, but you can also put that in here, and I've already created one in here for popcorn, and it automatically pulls in how much we need to raise. We need to raise $5,896.56. And you know what? We expect 20 of our kids to sell. And maybe we don't expect getting all the little bonuses for popcorn, so we only get 28%. So right now, that means it does the calculations for us. Each one of our kids needs to have a sales goal of selling $1,000 worth of popcorn. That gives us the total commission of $5,896. And we can actually have this, oh, sorry, there's a little glitch here. We can actually then have that put right in here. And just a little formula issue here, we'll have to fix that. And now it's going to show me at a net zero. And maybe we do want to carry over some other money from each year. But really, you know, the kids raise that money to spend on the program that year. So this is just one example. There's a whole bunch of other resources that you can use over here where you can put your detailed actual expenses as the year goes in, and it would update this as you go.